The FIFA World Cup is more than just football. It is passion. It is pressure.
It's Ronaldo, it's 1-0 Portugal. And it's a moment of World Cup history. Portugal in front.
It is history. It is the one tournament that can stop the world, bring strangers together, break hearts and create legends, and also turn ordinary players into immortals. Every 4 years, billions of people watch, entire nations hope, fans cry, celebrate, suffer and believe. And even if you do not support the same team, you still feel the drama. This is the power of the World Cup. But how did the tournament become so massive? How did a simple football competition grow into the world's biggest sporting event on the planet? And why does it mean so much to everyone, from the smallest village to the biggest city? Today, we are going to dive deep into the story of the FIFA World Cup, its history, its biggest moments, its greatest players, its heartbreak, and the reason it has become football's greatest stage. Because when the World Cup begins, the whole planet pays attention. Let's start from the beginning. Before the World Cup, football was already growing. The sport has started spreading across Europe and South Africa, and by the early 19th, it was clear that people everywhere loved the game. Clubs were forming, national teams were developing, and fans were beginning to care about international competitions. But there was no true global tournament. That changed when FIFA, the World Football Governing Body, decided to create one, the first FIFA World Cup held in 1930 in Uruguay. That was a big deal because at that time, travel was not easy. There were no modern planes the way we know them now, and many teams had to travel by ship. Even with all those difficulties, the dream of a world tournament was too important to ignore. Uruguay was chosen to host partly because the country was a strong football nation, and also because he had won the Olympic football tournament before. They were celebrating 100 years of independence, and the nation was ready to show the world what it could do. Only 13 teams took part in that first tournament. Yes, 13 teams. Compare that to today, when millions of fans and over 30 teams dream of reaching the finals. The first World Cup final was played between Uruguay and Argentina, and Uruguay won by 4 goals to 2. That victory made Uruguay the first ever World Cup champion, and from that moment, history was written.
Uruguay, champions of the world for the first time in history, as they beat Argentina to win the prestigious trophy ever.
History was written. Nobody knew it then, but that tournament had planted a seed that would grow into something huge. After 1930, the World Cup slowly expanded. More countries became interested, more fans started to care. Football kept growing around the world, and every World Cup became the ultimate prize. But the tournament did not grow smoothly. The 1942 and 1946 editions were cancelled because of World War II. That was a painful pause, but when the tournament returned in 1950, it carried even more emotions. 1950 World Cup in Brazil gave us one of the most shocking moments in sports history. The famous Maracanãs when Uruguay defeated Brazil in the final group stage and stunned nearly everybody in the massive Maracanã Stadium. Brazil was expected to win. The nation was celebrating in advance, but Uruguay came in and took the title. That moment showed something important. The World Cup is unpredictable. No matter how strong teams look, anything can happen, and this is why fans love it. As the tournament continued, it grew larger and more dramatic. More countries joined, more stars emerged, more nations believed they had a chance. The World Cup was no longer just a competition, it had become a global obsession. What makes the World Cup different from every other tournament? It is not just one thing, it is the combination of many things. First, there is the short format. Teams do not have to play years to fix mistakes. Every match matters. One bad day can send you home. One moment of brilliance can make you famous forever. Second, there is the national pride. Unlike club footballs, where fans support teams from different countries, the World Cup is about countries themselves. Players are not just playing for a trophy, they are playing for their flag, for their people, for their family, and for their history. Thirdly, there is pressure. Some players are superstars for their club, but the World Cup is different. This is the stage where the world is watching all at once. And finally, there is the emotion. The World Cup gives everything: joy, tears, controversy, beauty, pain, surprise, and unforgettable moments. Many players have become legends through the World Cup. Some were already famous before the tournament, others became icons because of what they did here. One of the greatest names ever connected to the World Cup is Pele. Pele helped Brazil dominate World Cup and became a symbol of skill, confidence, and joy. He won the World Cup 3 times, which is something almost unbelievable. To this day, his name still carries a great weight in football history. Then there is Diego Maradona, Maradona gave the world one of the most unforgettable World Cup performances ever in 1986. He carried Argentina with genius, creativity, and raw magic. His goals, dribbles, and presence at the tournament was unforgettable. Whether people talk about the hand of God or the goal of the century, Maradona remains one of the central figures in the World Cup history. Then came Zidane, Ronaldo Nazario, Miroslav Klose, Luka Modric, Kylian Mbappe, Lionel Messi, and many others who added their own chapters to the story. The World Cup is where legends are judged. You can be a great player, you can be a great club player, you can be a great club player, but you can be a great club player, but at the World Cup, your greatness becomes immortal if you perform on the biggest stage. The World Cup is full of moments that fans never forgot. There is the 1950 upset when Uruguay shocked Brazil, and there is the